Now, the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is to make sure that William Winters doesn't win the race for State Assemblyman.
Who do you propose we support?
Gerald Clancy.
Clancy.
I know he's an outsider. His family's only been here 2 generations. But he's a good man. He's hard-working and he's honest.
Which is more than you can say for William on all 3 counts.
All right. Let's set up a rally where the candidates can be heard.
It's already done. He and William will be talking in town today.
Good idea.
Why do you even bother to ask me my opinion?
I care what you think, Harry. Gentlemen, enjoy the refreshments before you make the trip into town.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye. What do you think about it? It'll be a good race.
And Lexi, I'd like to talk to you about eavesdropping on other people's conversations.
So what's next?
Next, we dry them to the perfect color, and we take them down, and we bundle them, load them into the wagons, and we haul them to town.
Pa said everybody get ready. We're going into town to hear Gerald Clancy and William Winters speak.
I'm not interested in anything William Winters has to say.
Pa said tell Jeremy, I mean everybody, even him.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not.
So how much do you think you're gonna make on your crop?
Well, last year the winners paid 8 cents a pound.
What, the winners?
Yep, they have a company that buys tobacco from the local farmers, ships it to Virginia, and then sells it to the Consolidated Tobacco Company at a profit.
And how do you know all this?
I pay attention.
So, he does everything he can to make sure you don't have a crop. And then when you do, you sell it to him?
The winners have been the buyers for over 20 years. Nothing I can do about it.
Hurry up. I want to hear what William has to say.
Good luck coming out. I appreciate your support.
Come on.
I don't see why you dragged us all here.
It's important to hear what the candidates have to say.
Why? I can't vote. I can't even get into the jockey club.
People are working to change things, Alice. You just have to be patient. Yeah!
When women can vote, Pa, I'm going to vote for you.
He'll be too old to run for anything by then.
Mind your manners, young lady. Yeah!
It's true.
I'll meet you here after my meeting.
Yeah, say hello to Jacob for me when you get to the warehouse.
All right, I will. Morning, Gerald. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Mr. Clancy!
Mr. Logan, good to see you.
I have less than 6 months to work with Gauntlet.
You all think it's up to somebody else to decide who's going to run things for you? I know you have other things to do, but this is important.
Come on. Come on!
Are you sure you can handle the tobacco negotiations?
You just worry about making your speech. Let me worry about making us some money.
I don't want you losing me any votes. I want the selection.
Well, hello, Mr. Ah, Mr. Winters. We have been waiting for your arrival, sir.
Sean.
Jacob, how are you?
Great. You excited?
Couldn't have made it this far without you, that's for sure.
First year's always the toughest. Gentlemen, shall we get started?
Turner's negotiating for the winners, is that right?
I don't know. I'm sure you all know that this was a bumper year for tobacco. The market is glutted with product. Now, that in itself might not affect negotiations, but this has also been a terribly difficult year for the Winters family. Nevertheless, I have been authorized to make you an equitable offer under the circumstances. Winters Distribution is offering 5 cents a pound.
What?
Can't accept that. 5 cents a pound across the board.
That's robbery. We got 8 cents a pound last year.
Well, that was generous. This is reasonable.
Reasonable.
Now, you've got 48 hours to accept the offer, or sell elsewhere.
There's nowhere else for us to sell. You know that.
Then I guess our business is adjourned for the day. Gentlemen?
I think you can all join me in my fervent concern about the financial welfare of the common man in this county, in this state, and in this country.
That's true.
it's imperative that we look at who's controlling the money in this country and what they plan to do with it.
Your time is up, Mr. Clancy.
Thank you. Your government will always be a reflection of you. Please remember that when you cast your vote. Thank you.
Yes, we will.
Next, we'll hear from William Winters, local banker, tobacco exporter, and entrepreneur.
Your meeting's over already?
Turner's taking over the tobacco business for the Winters.
Anything you can do about it?
Maybe. Got a couple ideas.
My fellow Kentuckians, I stand before you,
Why is he talking so funny?
a humble man.
He probably thinks that's how politicians are
As
supposed to
many
talk.
of you know, several months ago, the Winters Bank suffered a setback. As you also know, the Winters family paid back every cent that was lost to its depositors. The Winters name has been restored to its good standing, and I have been personally tested at the forge of adversity.
Yeah, William.
My worthy opponent speaks disparagingly of business interest. But I think you can all attest to the fact that when it comes to Winters business, you have all been treated justly and fairly. So when you go to the polls...
Did you say your offer to the tobacco growers today was just and fair?
Excuse me?
Sean.
Offering the tobacco growers less money this year than you did last year. Is that just and fair?
Less.
3 cents a pound less. I'm just curious how you define justice.
Yeah, what's justice?
Well, justice is justice. I think we all know the definition.
Then I assume you'll go back to your negotiators and then come back to us with a real
Well,
offer.
if I could get back to the issues I was discussing...
Mr. Clancy, if you were elected, would you look after the needs of the small farmer?
I have several programs I'd like to introduce that would help the farmer.
This is my allotted time.
Oh, your time's up.
I was interrupted.
I'm sorry, Mr. Winters. Your time's up.
Well, I hope to see you all at the Winters refreshment table where we can discuss your concerns one-on-one. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi. This telegram just came for you.
What's it say?
Received your communication. Representative will arrive in Lexington next week. George W. Martin, Consolidated Tobacco Company.
Do you know what this means?
No.
It means they're coming to us. Now, you tell Pa I've gone downtown and talked to the other tobacco farmers. You tell him I've got good news. Ho, 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 ho. Gerald. Gerald. Gerald, what happened? Gerald, you all right?
Sean? Oh.
Come on.
Try to lay still, Mr. Redfield. A complex fracture requires months to make complete.
I feel so helpless.
I'll check on you.
Thank you.
Thanks for getting word out to me.
You can go in and see him now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pa, I'm late for my meeting with Turner and the rest of the farmers.
All right, you go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
All right, then.
Look at me. The only man running for office who can't walk.
Did you get a look at the men who ran you down?
Yeah. There were 2 of them. They were wearing hats.
Well, that certainly narrows it down.
Well, I don't think there's any question who's behind this. There's only one man that could benefit from my being out of the race. William Winters. Boy, I'd hate to see him win because of this.
Now, you've had 2 days. I think that's ample enough time for you to come to a decision.
Come back to us with a better offer?
I believe I made it clear 2 days ago that this was the best offer you're going to see.
We're gonna have to decline your offer.
Gentlemen.
Tobacco was worth 8 cents last year, right?
Yeah.
It's a better crop this year. We're not taking a lower price.
I hope you have another avenue to pursue, because your colleague has just lost your sale.
Fellas, listen, please. I have here a telegram from the Consolidated Tobacco Company in Richmond, Virginia. It reads, received your communication. Representative will arrive in Lexington next week. George W. Martin, Consolidated Tobacco Company.
Consolidated Tobacco is coming here?
I told them they could get a better price if we eliminated the middleman. Gentlemen, they're coming to offer us a deal.
All right!
That's your idea?
I wish I could take credit for it, Mr. Turner, but I can't.
I can't believe you wrote to the Consolidated Tobacco Company. What if they had turned you down?
Didn't see I had anything to lose.
Well, you could have lost them and the Winters.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Well, you should run for Assemblyman, Sean. I mean, you are so much smarter than William.
Thanks, Lex. But I'm a farmer, not a politician.
Are you sure? Harry Griffith came to talk to me today after your meeting with Turner. Now, we'd all like to see you run against William.
What about Clancy?
Clancy's name will still be on the ballot, but Harry thinks, and I agree, that given Clancy's accident, you're a stronger candidate right now.
What about his tobacco crop?
They're harvested. They're nearly ready to take to market. We could help him out with that.
Well, I've got to train Gauntlet for the Derby.
Clay's right. If I won, I'd have to move. Assembly meets in Frankfurt.
They only meet 3 months out of the year. You still have time to farm.
Your pa's right, Sean. If you don't run, we could end up with William Winters representing us.
You'll have to decide soon.
Don't tell me you come here to cast your vote for Sean Logan.
As a matter of fact, I have.
You know, I was thinking if I ran for office and won, it'd change my life. I'd be gone a lot. And I'd have to worry about what other people expect of me, and I don't like that.
That's exactly why you should run. No. You understand what people need. You know how to get things done. There's nobody who could do this job better than you. It would only be for 2 years.
2 years.
And maybe you lose.
isn't much time before the election. I'd need a whole lot of help getting my tobacco ready for auction. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Gentlemen, our candidate, Sean Logan for Assemblyman.
It'll be an important race here. Get ready to get the selection going, all right? Very honest, hardworking young
You told me if Clancy was out of the picture, I'd win. And did it even occur to you that Sean Logan might run?
Unfortunately, a number of things hadn't occurred to me.
I want that office. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Turner. I've spent my life trying to prove myself to my father.
Yes, well, we've all had our crosses to bear.
I want that election.
No more than I want it for you. I've sent a letter to the Consolidated Tobacco Companies reminding them that your family's been doing business with them for the past 20 years. That should take care of the negotiation problems.
I don't care about the damn tobacco. I care about this campaign.
Jacob.
Thanks, sir.
John Turner came around to talk to me today.
Oh, yeah?
Says the Winters are willing to reconsider their offer.
Really? Did he say what that offer would be?
No.
Nah.
He's nervous about that buyer from Consolidated Tobacco making a deal with us on our own.
Well, he should be. Jacob, I was thinking about this year's crop.
I understand you're the White Knight of Lexington.
No, I'm not the White Knight.
That's funny. Everyone else says you are.
Well, you must have been talking to my sisters. They have a distorted sense of my abilities.
My name's Camille Foster.
Sean Logan. This is Jacob Alcott.
Hello.
Hello. Well, Sean Logan, I can't vote for you. But I'd be happy to help with your campaign, if you could use an extra hand.
Fine.
I think I'll run for office.
It's 3 days in a row I've had to do short training sessions with Gauntlet.
We should be done with the tobacco by tomorrow, Clay. Then you can go back to full sessions.
No, I can't make up the time I've lost with him. Not even sure I have a chance at the Derby at this point.
I'm well aware of that.
Then what am I doing here? Doing Sean's work instead of my own.
Because this election is important, too. Your brother's working hard. He deserves our help.
know that all the tobacco farmers are going to vote for you. But what you're really going to need is the vote of the businessmen in town. And unfortunately, most of them have said that they're voting for William.
And what do you suggest I do about that?
Well, you know, go ask them to support you. You'd be surprised what people will do if you just ask them.
Alice, this is Camille Foster. She offered to work on my campaign. Camille, my sister, Alice Logan.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. As a matter of fact, I've talked to some of the shop owners around here. They'd like to hear what you have to say.
That's great.
Well, I'm going to take these handbills over to the church auxiliary, and then I need to get home to help Lexi with her lessons. Good luck.
See you at supper.
Bye.
So, tell me, Mr. Logan, if elected, what do you plan to do for the small store owner in Lexington?
I plan to ask him what he needs and listen to what he says.
Well then, let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Tomorrow we're expecting the tobacco buyers from Richmond.
Farmer, marketer, you're going to be very busy if you add assemblyman to your list of jobs.
Clancy's right. I mean, the hope for our state lies in developing markets for coal, extending railroad lines, improving public education. Do you know how few children in the state actually get an education?
What about the tobacco farmers? What do they think of you running for office?
I'm talking to them about forming an alliance to make sure their interests are heard in the assembly.
You should have seen him with the store owners. He completely turned them around.
I'm not surprised.
If you'll excuse me, I've got some chores to do.
Sean, promise me something. When you get elected to the assembly, you'll be in a great position to influence others to give women the vote. I think that's as important as anything else you've talked about tonight.
I agree.
Sean, this telegram came for you this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've set up a debate between you and William.
That's a good idea.
Well, Lexi thought of it.
So everyone can see how much smarter you are than William.
So what does it say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean. This is the best looking tobacco crop I've seen in 5 years, Jacob. You know, I think we should go for 10 or 12 cents minimum.
He's not coming.
What do you mean?
The representative from Consolidated Tobacco Company, he's not coming. He says there's a conflict of interest since I'm running for office.
That's ridiculous. He doesn't have to negotiate with you. He can talk to Jacob.
Keep reading.
Our long association with Winters Tobacco has caused us to rethink our position with your alliance. They've been bought. So all this, it's worthless.
Don't unload the wagons yet. Is there a problem, Tom? Sean's buyer canceled out.
Now it all makes sense. Just heard this Turner wants to meet again.
To be honest with you, I advised William Winters against this meeting. I told him that I had made you a fair and final offer and that you turned it down. But William feels, in his position as candidate for the assembly, that he should set his own concerns aside and consider the needs of his constituents. Therefore, he has authorized me to come to you with another offer. Now, I want to let you know that this offer has been modified. We're obviously not in the same position we were a few days ago. The Winters have lost valuable time getting the tobacco to Virginia, and other suppliers have flooded the market. Even so, William is making you a generous offer of 3 cents a pound for your crop. I'll be at the bank when you've reached a decision.
Now what are we gonna do?
I'll think of something.
Can I talk to you just for a minute? Come on back. I'm as disappointed as you are that buyer we were counting on didn't show up. My tobacco is sitting here just like yours.
It's different for you, Logan. You don't have a family to feed. I mean, how are we supposed to get through winter if we don't sell?
How are you gonna get through the winter on 3 cents a pound?
We listened to you once before, and our price went down.
Well, what if you do take the offer? What's he gonna offer you next year, 2 cents? What about the year after that? You gonna give him money just to take the crop off your hand? You gotta stand up to him. You let him take advantage, the problem's gonna get worse and worse as he's just gonna walk on you. And don't be so willing to throw away your hard work. Throw away your dreams. Don't do that.
You have till tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna drop out of the race for the assembly. I'm gonna load up all the tobacco and I'm taking it to Virginia myself.
It'll take you 10 days to get there.
I know.
The roads between here and there are terrible, and you've got the mountains to contend with.
I know that.
There's no guarantee you'll be able to sell it once you get there.
Pa, I ask these men to trust me. I put their family's welfare in my hands.
Well, I'm going to ask the same thing of you that you asked of them. Don't make a hasty decision. They said they don't need an answer until tomorrow morning. Give yourself that time to think about it.
I'll see you back at the house.
Whatever you decide to do, I believe in you.
You can't let every little thing discourage you. I mean, politics is a rough and tumble game. You have to know that before you get in.
You sound like you almost enjoy it.
I suppose I do. I mean, mostly what I like is the chance to take on the power brokers, give the common man a voice, make a difference. But I have to admit that a good scrap now and again gets my blood going.
Even if it means a broken leg, huh?
They can break your leg, but they can't break your spirit. That's why I never took my name off the ballot. I know that my chances of winning against you are nil, but don't you ever bet on a long shot?
Only if my brother's riding him.
See, that's how I feel. I'm riding a long shot with a broken leg. And I'm betting him all away.
I was hoping you'd come back tonight.
I was out, giving myself a good talking to, trying to decide what to do.
And?
And I'm staying in the race. And I'm also taking the tobacco to Virginia.
Maybe you should take Turner's offer.
No, thanks.
Listen, I know these men. I know what lengths they'll go to hold on to what they've got.
What men?
Men in power. They're all the same. Sean, take the offer. The farmers can survive on it for one winter. Build up your reserves. Fight when you have the resources to do it.
Camille, we can't give in to bullies. We can't do that.
Well, it's late. I'll see you tomorrow. You were wrong about one thing. You are the White Knight.
Now, you knew you'd find something. What do you have?
It's not much, but it should kill his chances of winning any election in Kentucky.
Good work. As usual.
I'm not going to be able to help you out after this.
Oh? And why is that?
Money doesn't seem worth it anymore.
Harry Griffith came by earlier with that letter. It was left for him at the Jockey Club anonymously. Throwing it away won't help. I'm sure there are other copies. Is there anything I should know about you and Marita?
Are you asking me if this is true?
I guess I am.
No.
If this accusation is
I
published,
can't stop people from saying anything they want to say.
and someone gets hurt,
Pa, I would never do anything to compromise her, ever.
Sean? I thought it was a bad idea for you to run. I couldn't see any good reason for it. But I do now.
I'll handle this, Pa.
Marita? Is there something the matter, sweetheart?
Somebody's threatening to send a letter to the newspaper,
A letter saying what?
saying all kinds of things about Sean and about me.
About Sean and you. Are any of these things true?
not what they said in the letter. No.
I thought you and William had a debate today.
Yeah. I want to come see you first. It seems your man Turner left a letter at the Jockey Club for Colonel Griffith.
What does that have to do with me?
I thought you ought to read it. Whoever wrote that is threatening to have it published in the newspaper.
Is this true?
No. But other people might think it's true. And then what are they gonna think of you? That I left you for Marita? And you might want to tell Turner and William that no matter what they do, I'm running for Assembly. William?
See you at the debate, Logan.
What?
Mr. Clancy, how you feeling?
Oh, getting around, Mr. Logan. Thank you.
Good.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, that's all right. We haven't started anyway.
Sean, Turner sent word. He's willing to make us another offer, a better one. But he needs to meet with us right now.
No, he can't come right now. He's got the debate.
Which is exactly what Turner is counting on.
They're waiting on you near the tobacco.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
Gerald, this is a real good opportunity for you. Show the voters what you stand for.
Thank you, Sean.
Mr. Turner. I've been looking for you.
Well, I've been busy with the tobacco auction and your brother's campaign.
I've read.
If you value your job, Mr. Turner, you will go out and you will bury all of that dirty little gossip that you dug up about Sean Logan. And I would appreciate it if you don't negotiate us right out of the tobacco business.
You don't know how these things work.
Don't be so sure.
The Winters family has authorized me to come back to you with another offer. They are willing to go back to the 5 cents originally put before you.
Not good enough. It's an exceptional crop this year. Prices are up in Virginia. We're asking 8.
Well, I'm sorry, 5 cents is the offer.
Thanks anyway. All right, let's get the tobacco loaded. I'm taking it to Richmond. Anyone who wants to come with me, raise their hand. I'll be glad for the company.
I'm with you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, count me in.
Give them their price. $8. That's the offer, not a penny more. Now, I hope you'll remember who agreed to give you this offer on Election Day. A vote for William Winters is a vote for good business.
Excuse me. I'd like to propose a toast to this county's new assemblyman, Gerald Clancy.
Thank you, Ned. You know, I couldn't have won this election if it hadn't been for Sean Logan. Thanks for taking over and for working so hard to keep those things that we believe in alive. Which leads me to an announcement of my own. I'm setting up an office here in Lexington with a deputy director to sort out problems and to see to it that I hear about them immediately. And I'm hoping that Sean Logan will agree to take over that post.